Hey guys, I'm framing my roof today. Yesterday was a really hard, long day, but I finally got it all figured out. I'm going to admit, I was very silly. Yeah, I don't have any words because it was just too ridiculous. You know, on the drill, there's the little switch that goes back and forth that switches from like forward to lock to reverse. Yeah, I guess I flipped that switch at some point and I didn't realize it. So it was just going backwards the whole time. And I was so determined to make it work that I went through probably about 30 boards, drilling pilot holes and like marking them on the ceiling, which probably shouldn't have happened. And what definitely shouldn't have happened was that I was able to put, going in reverse, I was able to put 2 holes in the metal because I was that determined to put them up. Fighting against the drill and I still got 2 holes. So I guess I'm pretty proud of myself. A little bit stronger than I thought I was. So now that I have brand new drill bits and the drill set going in the right direction, let's go start framing the roof. Note to self and to anybody else who ever wants to do this: before you cut all the pieces for your ceiling, make sure they're the right kind of wood. Cause I got 1x3s thinking, you know, 3 inches, that's great. I'll have plenty of room to work with. I can put screws in anywhere there. It gives me a lot more wiggle room. Great. And then I go to put them up on the ceiling. And it's awesome and all, except for it sticks off each side by about maybe ½ inch, a little bit more. And my clamp can't hold it on there. Don't know why I didn't think of that. Up front it had spaces above that I could clamp onto, but this has got nothing. Like, there's nowhere for the clamp to hook in, so it has to go on the sides. So this board won't work. So what I'm doing is taking a 1x1 that I have cut down. Originally, I can't remember why I got the 1x1s. They're for something. I'm thinking originally they might have been for the ceiling, and I probably should have just gone with it. But I'm gonna take this, and I think I'm gonna try and do a long one across because it's got some flex to it. So I'm thinking if I put it up like this and then pull it up like that, maybe? I might cut it into 2. I don't know. This is kind of a lot of flex. I might cut it into some smaller pieces. I'm not sure because I feel like this is still, I don't really want to get them wet. I know if I got them wet, they would curve really nicely to the edge, but I'm kind of afraid of them not drying in this climate and then having moisture under my walls. And I absolutely don't want that. So I'd rather just cut it in half and kind of figure it out that way. Okay, so here's what I got done last night. Not too bad. I got that board to bend really well. I just got to figure out what to do with these cords. I'm gonna go talk to somebody about it today. Because they have coolant going in them that runs back to the AC. And then I got all of those put up. I'm working on this one. I'm gonna see how much wood I need for each of these things, since I'm doing 1x1s instead of 3x1s. And yeah, just kind of figure out how much I need for everything. morning. Today has already been quite a day. It's a Sunday, so my dad's off work, so the plan was for him to help me take out these giant windows, because it's at least a two-person job, if not three. So he was gonna help me take out these windows, and I was gonna put butyl tape around them again to make sure they're fully sealed. But that's not gonna happen because it's pouring rain, like sheets of rain, and it's not good. Hopefully the rain's gonna stop soon. I doubt it will though. So I'm gonna work on framing the ceiling for now, because that's all I can do. Okay, so I just discovered something really, really, really important, and I'm really glad that I found it. I've got a hole. I'm pretty sure I already sealed this from the outside, but I can definitely see light. So I'm a little concerned, needless to say. That's not ideal. So I'm gonna find something to patch that with.
One thing I've really been stressing out about is the rust on the outside of Fern. I've mostly gotten all the rust off on the inside and it looks fantastic. But I was really worried because even though I do know how to weld, this sheet metal is so thin that if it gets too hot, it's just gonna bow and warp, and I don't really have the skills or experience to take on such a massive project yet. So I talked to a couple of welding shops and they wanted way too much money to do it. So I found just a local welder on Craigslist and he is going to be here today and I'm super excited. He said he can do it, so hopefully he can do it in the time frame that he said he could. Wow, it has been a morning. So I've run into some interesting problems today. One being that I sprained my wrist this morning, which is great. Yeah, I was trying to pull some spray foam off of this weird spot way down there. But this wall, I hit my wrist right on it and there's a big thick piece of metal right there, hit it right on my bone, and that was great. I can still move it, but it is very, very swollen. And I'm discovering that it really hurts to put pressure on. So it's making the rest of my framing really, really difficult. Because of course it's on my right hand and I'm right-handed. And I don't have that much left on the framing. So I'm going to show you kind of what I'm doing to get around this, because I'm not letting this stop me. Okay, so I just took it and clamped it up, marked it with the drill, marked it on the metal, and then I'm going to have my dad come out here hopefully and just drill through all those so I can push the screws through pretty easy. So today is a very exciting day. The welder is back. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, so obviously he took the day off, but he's back here today. Right now he's grinding down all the rust and working on the outside, making her beautiful. And I am about to open up the planer that my dad and I just got, and I'm super excited. Now I won't have to continue sanding down all those pieces for my roof hatch, and they'll just all be the same size. It'll be great. I also have my refrigerator coming today, and I'm so excited. I felt like a real adult the other day ordering a refrigerator. I did find a discount code, which I will put a link to in the description. I got a discount code for $90 off, which was awesome. It made the fridge about $300 after taxes. which I guess is not too bad. I saw some up in the like $600 to $800 range, so I'm cool with $300, especially if it's efficient. It's getting there. All the rust is off. It's got rust inhibitor on it, and it's been sealed with rust killing spray paint. Yay. Good morning, guys. So today is Sunday. I have been waiting for my welder for 2 days now. Supposedly he was going to be here today, but I think he just doesn't want to work in the rain. But I'm still out here working in the rain, so I crawled under the bus and got covered in mud. But I measured for my water tanks. Tomorrow is Cyber Monday, so I'm hoping there will be a lot of deals. So I have probably about $1,000 worth of stuff in my Amazon cart right now. Water tanks, pumps, all that kind of good stuff, lights, speakers. Hopefully I'll be able to buy all of that tomorrow, and that'll be on its way. My fridge should be here on Wednesday. Yeah, so getting some things done. Today I am doing the part that I have not been looking forward to this whole time, which is starting my wiring. I know nothing about wiring or electricity. I figured out amps, watts, and volts for my solar power. I don't know what kind of wires are what, and it's gonna be interesting. So right now I'm just measuring where everything should go in the bus and like kind of marking like where light switches and vent fans and all that kind of stuff will go, anything that needs electricity, so that we can run wires and then they can just kind of stay there, because I need to do that and get them covered before I do my spray foam, which I just ordered last night. I found out that the cans are not what you should be using. So if anybody buys the cans of spray foam, I learned the hard way. Those are only a 1-part formula, which can absorb water. You need the 2-part formula, which comes in big tanks, and you have to order it online. Most stores don't sell it. I think Lowe's was the only one I saw it at, but of course the one here in town didn't have any at the time. So I found one for about $400. Luckily I have a small bus. It doesn't need to cover that much. That covers 200 square feet. So that should be right about enough for me. I think I'm about 150. So one was just fine. I'll put a link to it in the description below. It also had free shipping on it, which was super nice. I'm just gonna go continue trying to prep for wires and try and relax and make this less of a headache. Okay, so it's really late. I think it's like 2 or 3 in the morning, but I just hopped on Amazon and ordered a whole bunch of stuff that I needed. Pretty much all of the little components that I needed that like make up everything that's gonna get hooked to electrical, essentially. And then a few more things, like rubber paint and stuff like that. I ordered all of that and it cost about $1,000. Granted, I did have like 20 items in my cart. Overall, I feel like I got most of the stuff I need, so I'm feeling pretty confident in it. I'll post links to everything I got below. It'll all be worth it. Yeah. So my sound deadening mat came today. Yes, I'm so excited. It just got here. So now let's open it up. Okay, so I got a brand called Silas. This is just sound deadening mat with some sticky tape stuff on the back. Oh, this is nice. It's very thick. Okay, so here's what it looks like. They came in pretty big sheets. It's probably like a foot by like a foot and a half. Decent sized sheets. It's got a place to pull the sticky off the back, so it sticks onto the wall. And I have a bunch of them. I ordered 2 boxes to make sure I had enough. I think altogether this is like 106 square feet or something like that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start getting that installed today. And I will put a link to the Amazon page in the description below, because this was a really good price, way cheaper than the Kill mat, but it was about the same quality. So this seems like it's gonna be a good one to go with. It's here. It's here. Oh, it's upside down. I officially have a refrigerator. Okay, so this is the one I ended up getting. It's the 53 quart from Borg RV. It's really big. This is super deep. I wanted to make sure I had enough room to where I could still see stuff and not have a huge mess of a fridge. So I also wanted an open top one instead of the side, because they're more energy efficient and it seals really nicely. So I'm just gonna build that into the top of my counter. Good morning, guys. I'm super stoked about today. I feel like I got a lot done yesterday and I'm excited to continue doing some more. I saw a video the other day that said you don't need motivation to start a project. You just need to start, and then motivation comes as you get little things accomplished and start seeing your work getting done. And I'd have to say that's definitely accurate. Like, I was feeling very little motivation there for maybe a week or two. And then yesterday, my sound deadening mat came in and I feel so much more motivated because I see things getting done and I see progress. After I finish building all the ribs, I don't know, what are these called? Now I can't think of the word. The bones of the bus. The framing. Yes. Once I did the framing and was doing that, that was nice. I saw a lot of things getting accomplished and it made me feel really good and more motivated. And now that I've gotten this on, it makes me feel even more motivated because I can see it starting to come together and it makes me so happy and excited.